Hello everyone. In today's lesson, we will do two strings. So if you remember in my previous lesson, we did the first string, which is called E. E basically is the open position of first string. That's why it's called E. Similarly, today we will do second string. The open position is called B, and third string open position called G. We'll talk about its staff notations and how to play those. Right. So quick. So on the guitar, if you remember, the string at the bottom, which is the thinnest one, is called the first string. The one above is called the second string, and the middle one is the third string, and fourth, fifth, and sixth, so on. So today we will talk about the second string and the third string. Okay, so on the second string, we have basically three notes, right? So one is of course the open position, that's called B. Then we play the first fret with the first finger, the index finger, right? And then we have the third fret which we play with the ring finger, right? And what are these notes, no, what are these positions called? We will talk about it. So on the second string, we have three positions as I showed on the guitar. So, and if you remember, we are actually going from top to bottom. So we will do the reverse way again. So I'll do a quick recap on the first string notes, if you remember. So there was a note above the fifth line with a cross, right? And this was called A, and this was the fifth fret on the first string. Then we had the note above the fifth line without the cross, and this is called G, which is the third fret. Then we had the note on the fifth line. This is called F, which is the first fret. And then we had the open position on the first string called E, right? And we denote it with O or 0, which is open, right? So as you see, we are going in the descending order. So similarly, we'll continue that pattern. So the next note, which will be below this one, would be the note on the fourth line, and this will be called D, right? So we're going reverse A, G, F, E, D, right? And this one is the third fret with third finger. So once we complete all the strings and all the notes on the lines and spaces, it will make more sense when we basically do a recap of all the notes. Then you will realize, how the notes are basically assigned. So the next note is on the third space, right? This is called C, and this is our first fret with first finger, which is my index finger. And then we have the last note on the second string, which is called B, and of course this is the open, right? Right, so these were my first string notes. So I just did a quick recap, and these are my second string notes, right? which is the note on the fourth line is called D, the note on the third space is called C, and note on the third line is called B, and which is the open position, right? Okay, so we will continue with that. Now I will quickly talk about the third string. Right, so if I go with the same flow, so the next note which will follow this one, I'm actually going to put a dot which basically donates, shows extra beat, since I'm going to follow a 4x4 here, right? I should put a symbol. Yeah, we'll talk about these extra beat symbol later on, right? This basically means 1 beat extra. So since I have to go with the 4x4, this is 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So I have to follow the pattern, right? Rhythm pattern. And the next note after this is my note on the second space, right? So I can, write this also this way, right? No issues with that, but it's just that it's going quite low. So you can actually, from this particular note onwards, you can actually reverse it. You can draw the note, put the note, and do like this. Okay, this is also absolutely fine. So this is, if this is B, of course this would be the previous note, which is A, and on the third string, this is our second fret, and I use the second finger. I'll quickly show you a demo on this. And the next note on the third string is the open position, which is G, right? And this is my open. Yes, on the third string we have only 2 notes on the third string. So this is my third string. So this is my second fret, right? If you see the position, this is my first fret, this is my second fret, and I'm using my middle finger, which is the second finger, right? And then the other fret is, the other note is the open, which is G, right? So I just played open without pressing any fret. Yeah, there are only 2 notes on the third string. Now if you see here, right, I have a G here, and then I have a G here on the first string, right? Are those same? Well, if you play it, let's see. So this is my third string open, and if I play this one, this is my first string third fret. So if you see, it sounds quite same, right? Because the note is same in the language of music. But what is the difference? The difference is this is on a lower octave and this is on a higher octave, right? So if I as a singer, if I have to sing the lower octave G, and if I sing the higher octave, that's pretty high, right? Yeah, so these are the different octaves, right? Similarly, you see A here, right? So if I play third string second fret A, that's, and if I play the first string fifth fret, which is also A, pretty high, right? So these are different octaves. The note is same. So if you want to play this lower octave and higher octave, it depends on the singer, right? So that's why some singers, they sing on the lower octave because they're good at the lower range, and some singers are pretty good at high notes, so they use the higher octaves, right? So that's about the second string and the third string. So I would like you guys to go through the first string, second string, third string notes, right? And in the next lesson, we'll do a couple of songs. We will basically go through a song which involves all the three strings, and how to play them, how to read the notes and how to play that on the guitar. Okay, so I hope you guys like this lesson, and if you have any question or any query, please ask that in the comment section and I would love to answer that. All right, hope you guys liked it, and thank you for watching. Thank you.